in Eastern Championship Wrestling, and a guy named Todd Gordon, he owned a company out of Philadelphia called Eastern Championship Wrestling. And the deal was, we were doing a bunch of TVs on Saturday nights in the winter in Philadelphia and freezing our balls off and just having a damn blast. But to go back in time, I remember, if I could tell you a story, I remember Larry Sharp, obviously, right?
Oh, yeah.
Jersey. So Larry Sharp had his little promotion there in the Monster Factory. And what happened was I was getting pretty hot on the indie area in the Northeast. People were booking me, and I was making a little money. I was doing pretty good, and I was getting buzz on me. And Paul Heyman, had called me. Now, Paul, I always know Paul. And when Paul was in WCW, while you were in WCW doing stuff with Paul, he was always trying to get me in there, and it just never worked. It just didn't work. I don't know if I wasn't big enough or what happened. And he said, listen, bro, no matter, I'm going to get a spot somewhere where I got the book, and I believed you, and I'm going to bring you in, man. I didn't really believe him, So what happened was he took the book over for this ECW thing, which was getting a lot of buzz. And, he had called me and said, I want you to come in and wrestle this guy named Sabu. And I said, I remember watching Sabu. The guy's unbelievable. And he goes, yeah, well, I want you to come in. I want you to put him over. I said, no problem. I said, the only thing is, the night before, I got to wrestle in New Jersey for Larry Sharp. And there was a little heat there with Larry and those guys, because the one's in Philadelphia, one's in South New Jersey. I said, but I'm pre-booked on this thing, and I got to wrestle there. And I said, okay. He says, okay, no problem. He goes, just protect yourself. And, meaning...
Don't get squashed.
Exactly. I don't want to say it like that, but yeah, exactly. So, because back then that shit was vital, very important, as you know. And I said, no problem. And I wrestled Sabu, and it was an amazing feeling because the people, now you wrestled in that ECW arena back in the day, so So when you perform there, it's just a certain magic about that fucking bingo hall. And it just really, wrestling this guy, it was a little bit of a struggle in a good way, where there was a tension there between him and I, but in a good way, like business, and I know you know what I mean because you've lived it.
Yeah.
And it just felt right. I mean, it was one of those deals where I put him over clean in about, I don't know how long the match was, 20 minutes, whatever the fuck it was, but I got over in the process thanks to Sabu. And Paul Heyman gave me that platform and Todd Gordon, and then I came through the curtain, and Paul hugged me, and he said, bro, you're booked on every single show we have, every show, and the rest is history. So, that was a huge moment. I'm always forever grateful to Paul and Sabu for that, because I hardly knew Sabu then. So, what happened was now, he knew right away, Paul, that he wanted to put me with Kevin Sullivan, I guess, and I didn't know that at the time. And at that time, the veterans in the locker room were guys like Don Morocco and Jimmy Slipper and Kevin Sullivan and Abdullah the Butcher. So, we had some legitimate, grizzled, salty vets, that were, and we had a good group of hungry young guys that were trying to learn. So he put me with Kevin, and we tagged up, and he just had us squash guys. And next thing you know, we became the tag team champions.